Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to my second Netgalley reading vlog of the year, where we're going to catch up on an ARC or two that I was very kindly sent from Netgalley last year that I haven't got round to reading yet. Now, I have got a few of these books out of the library to read, just so I've got a physical copy, but they are on my Kindle as well, so I might alternate between the two depending where I'm reading and when. So the first one I'm going to start with is The Imperfect Art of Caring by Jessica Rinn. This says, Violet Strong is strong by name but not by nature, or so she thinks. She listens but never talks about herself. She's friendly but doesn't have many real friends. She's become good at keeping people at distance ever since she left home at 18 and never looked back. But when Violet is forced to return home to look after her estranged mother, she quickly finds out that life as a carer isn't easy. Feeling overwhelmed, she's forced to turn to other local carers, including her childhood friend Adam, for help. Although returning home still feels like a mistake, maybe it will help Violet right some wrongs. After all, she can't keep running from her past forever, and in learning to look after others, perhaps Violet can start to love herself. Now, this sounds really cute. Now, my tricky thing is we've got people staying this week that are going to be around every evening when I normally sit and read and vlog. So, I'm going to get reading. I will catch up with you as and when I can during the week. This is going to be a very tricky, covert vlogging operation for me because they are members of our staff team and I suppose I keep my YouTube channel away from work because it's sort of like my thing, I guess. It's not a work related thing, so I don't advertise to our friends and that I vlog. So let's see how this week goes. Hi, it's Tuesday evening, it's just gone 6, and please excuse the appearance, but after the course today I just want to come home, have a bath and hair wash. I have only been in about an hour or so anyway, but our guests have just gone out to eat on their own, so I thought, right, I can actually catch up with you for a little while. So I have started The Imperfect Art of Caring. I'm about a quarter of the way through it, and so far I am enjoying it. I'm not loving it, but I am enjoying it. Violet is now living with her mum, and they are, at the moment, they are struggling to connect. Be it partly the mum's condition, but also Violet's sort of nervousness. She doesn't want to do the wrong thing. She doesn't really know what she's doing in this caring role. It's very new to her. But bless her, she's doing her best. She's getting to know the people in the rest of the building. A lot of blast from the past here. Okay, she's meeting people that she used to be, connect with in various ways. Very awkward for her. Her anxiety is just through the roof at the moment because she doesn't feel that she's got a very good reputation in the village that she's moved back to. So it's like constant stress fest for her. But it is okay. I am enjoying it. So, but I haven't really had 5 minutes to sit down and read since the weekend. It's just been pretty intense. The course that I'm on at the moment is absolutely amazing. I'm learning so much, even though I've technically done this course before, but just under a different name. But it's a different tutor. It's an amazing learning experience, but we're getting sort of like reading to do in the evenings for the next day. Plus I'm sort of looking at the syllabus, thinking, what have we got coming up? Can I do a bit of pre-reading for that? So tonight, for example, it's a bit of ECG revision. But it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm also mentally drained. So I'll probably read another couple of chapters of this tonight and then hit the books and go to bed. But when I can catch up with you next, I will. Hello, it's 8 o'clock on Friday. I am about to settle for the evening. So I finished the course today and I have passed all the written papers, all the practical elements. I've got 3 coursework workbooks to do over the next year. But yeah, I've passed everything this week. It's been an amazing week. I have learned so much, but it's just been information overload almost every single day. And then study for the next day when you get home, for the tests and things like that. So it's been a very intense week, but truthfully, It's been amazing. The best pre-hospital training course I've ever done. So absolutely loved it. And then I got home, I thought, oh, I'll put a wash on, have dinner. And I thought, no, do you know what? I've not got enough food in for the weekend. I wanted to get Mum a couple more bits for Mother's Day on Sunday. So I've just been out, I did home bargains, B&M, Tesco's, and now I'm home. Now I'm gonna put my leggings on. I've treated myself to a tiny little bottle of Prosecco. And I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch all the YouTube, well, a lot of it that I've saved in my Watch Later playlist, which has been out this week. There's about 6 hours, but I have not had time to catch up. So that's my plan for today. But I'm at the state now that apart from popping out to see Mum on Sunday, I don't have to leave the house now until work on Monday. That sounds good to me. So I will catch up with you when I next do some reading, which is going to be over the weekend, I imagine. You join me now on a very chilled out, relaxing Sunday afternoon. It is nearly 3 o'clock and I am just lying on the sofa. I have Duke napping on me and I am continuing with the Imperfect Art of Caring. I'm over halfway through now just, and I am really enjoying it. However, I think that Tammy, one of the characters, is just about to potentially make things a little bit awkward for Violet. However, I'm intrigued to find out what happens next. I'm listening to it on audiobook whilst following it in a physical one. But yeah, it's good. I'm hoping to finish this over the next couple of days. So I will let you know my thoughts, either when I finish it or when I get a bit further. So I finished The Imperfect Art of Caring and I really, really enjoyed it. It's a definite 4, if not a 4.5 out of 5 from me. I really had a great time reading this. I loved the self-development of Violet. I loved the development, I think, of a lot of characters like Tammy and Adam and that. I love the relationships that developed. And I think it's quite an honest account of caring as well. And, you know, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's actually really shitty sometimes. And I think this showed both sides of it, the good and the bad. And I think it was really, really nice. So would definitely recommend. But what to read next? So I think I'm finally going to start this huge beast of a book, Colours of London, A History by Peter Ackroyd. This has been on my TBR from Netgalley now for quite some time, but I know it's got a lot of pictures in it, so I thought I'm going to get it out of the library rather than just read it on my Kindle. So I might appreciate it a little bit more and this is going to be very awkward, I apologise. See, a lot of pictures. But it goes through sort of a colour at a time and goes through things linked to London to do with that colour. So under red, it'll have like red brick buildings, the London bus, that kind of thing. So I'm quite intrigued to give this a go. And as I said, it's been on my TBR for a while, so let's finally get into it. So, I'm so sorry that I have not vlogged in the last week. It is a week later. It's now Saturday evening. It's about 6 o'clock. Basically, me taking a week out to do a course was great, but it meant that I had a week of office work to catch up on last week. And I'm in a really good place work-wise now, but I haven't done any reading, haven't done any vlogging, haven't been to the gym. I'm behind on sort of like my life element now, my non-work related life. So I went out with my parents for a few hours today. I've come home, had a bath and hair wash, and I'm sat down, finally catching up with Colours of London, A History. I'm about 70 pages into it now, and I am enjoying it. It's definitely a coffee table book. So it does feel a little bit strange just sitting here and reading it as a normal book. This would be one that would be great just to have on the side and just dip in and out of as and when you feel like it. But it is very interesting. I'm learning quite a bit. So I think I've said that the different chapters are based around different colours. And then it'll give you half a dozen things to do with London, to do with that particular colour, and a bit of history about each thing. So I've just read the chapter Gold, and it's discussed some of the gold statues that are in London and where they came from. Also coronation, because the Queen had a gold carriage, and then it went into a couple of other coronations and things like that. So I know in the white chapter it went through the white Olympic flag with the Olympic rings on it, then went into the history of some of the Olympic things that happened in London. So yeah, it's been good. So I'm going to continue with this now, and I'll catch up with you a bit later. So I have been continuing with Colours of London. I think I've only got 3 chapters left actually. I've made a really good dent on this tonight. I don't know if I'm going to finish it though because I'm getting quite tired. If I do, I'll come back and let you know. But I'm actually really enjoying it. As I said earlier, it's a little bit heavy in that really I do feel this should be a coffee table book. But it's covering so much history, but it's just little snippets here and there. So we have had the suffragettes, we've had miners' strikes, the route master buses, because obviously the red buses are quite a feature of London. It's just touched on so many little snippets of history here and there. It's really, really interesting. So I am really pleased I'm reading it. Yeah, so far, would definitely recommend. So it's a bit later than planned, but I was really getting into it, and I have now finished Colours of London, a History. And it was really good. I'm going with 4 out of 5 stars here. I really enjoyed it. Would definitely recommend, but would recommend as a coffee table book. Not to sit down and read non-fiction. But it was good. So I shall review that on Netgalley shortly. If you have made it to the end of the video, please leave me a flower emoji of your choice. But I shall see you in the next one. Bye.